Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and I appreciate y'all being here at the channel today. And welcome back to all of our channel subscribers. It's good having you here. And for you folks that are finding us for the first time, if this is your initial visit to the channel, please consider subscribing. And to everyone watching, please hit that content like button. We appreciate it. And to learn more about me and my company, you can check out the links below. And we would point you now to our courses section, which you'll find the Gym Management Playbook. And so whether you're brand new to the industry, you're just getting started, you're struggling, the Gym Management Playbook is really designed to help you shorten the learning curve, maximize productivity. And click the link there. You can go down, you can actually see previews of the videos in there and some of the training that goes on inside the Gym Management Playbook. So check it out, see if it's for you. Hope to see you there soon. And so with that said, our topic today is how to become successful in gym sales. How to become successful in gym sales. So are you brand new at this? Maybe struggling a bit, or maybe still doing well? Have you been doing it for a while and sales have fallen off? How do you get it back? Okay, I want to give you 7 things to think about here. Okay, and so number 1, demonstrate your hunger. Demonstrate your hunger. Be the first one at the gym every day. Be the first one there to confirm appointments. Be the last one to leave. And at the end of the day, you're sitting around talking about, hey, what we said to this person, how we handled this person, how we did this, how did that happen? Okay, demonstrate that hunger. Be seeking out advice. Be seeking out, other people's opinions on what they've done. Okay, I know when I was first learning this, my hunger was, I'd go out and I was reading books every week. I was getting a new book, and I was reading books on sales and reading books on marketing and reading books on how to become more successful at this. I was talking to members, asking them, how long did you think about this? What was your biggest factor in determining that you were going to become a member here? Okay, but demonstrate your hunger by just gathering as much knowledge as you absolutely possibly can. Be the first one there, last one to leave, have the best attitude, volunteer, be the first one to do everything. Demonstrate that hunger. Okay, your actions like that are gonna feed itself into a lot of positive things for you. Number 2 ties into that a bit. Outwork everybody else. Outwork everybody else. Okay, and I use myself as an example here, and a little realization that I had is I was in gym sales and I was doing well at it, and I wanted to make more money, and I was thinking, well, maybe I should just get me a part-time job, and this day or two I have off, I'll go work somewhere else and make some money there, and so now I can increase my income. And I never did that, by the way, but what I did do, it kind of popped in my head, well, why would I want to do that? I'm doing so well at this, why don't I just work at the club an extra day or two? And let's do that, okay? And, one of the questions, too, that you can kind of think about is, what are you going to have to change, okay, to really be successful? And, we talk about this a lot with clubs, is if you want to go to that next level, if you're an individual salesperson, you want to go to that next level, is A, we want to change our think. Okay, we want to think bigger, have bigger goals. And number 2, we create an action plan to match that think. And so one of the questions that we pose along with that is, what's going to have to change if we're going to hit these goals? And I'll give you an example. I was on a conference call with a group. It was a sales team. And we're talking about what's going to have to change. What are you going to have to give up to hit these goals? And we're kind of thinking, I need to outwork everybody else. And one of the guys on the call said, well, hey, I'll give up my lunch break. Instead of leaving the club every day for an hour, I'll eat a bagel, I'll eat a power bar, I'll have something to drink, and I'll work that hour doing follow-up. That gives me 5 extra hours a week. That's over 20 hours a month, additional follow-up that he can immediately add. Outwork everybody else. Be willing to do what nobody else is willing to do. Okay, there's one example. I know one of the things, this is, again, for me, this is back when we used to go in and take over clubs as a turnaround type role, is clubs that were struggling And these were usually big chain operators that had the lower end clubs that weren't doing well. And they always did a great job at tracking and things like that, so it worked well. But first thing I would always do, I'd grab the telephone inquiry log sheets, because I was willing to do what nobody else was willing to do. I was going to pick up the phone, I was going to make a phone call, I was going to follow up. And we had immediate success. So be willing to outwork everybody else. Now I'll wrap that section up with the one final thing here. Be asking yourself this question all the time, continuously. Is what I'm doing right now going to result in a sale? Is what I am doing right now going to result in a sale? If the answer is no, let's change our behavior. If it's yes, keep rolling. Okay. Number 3, become the subject matter expert. Become the subject matter expert. You want to succeed in gym sales, you need to learn as much about this as you possibly can. Now, you can use this channel for that. We have nearly 1,000 videos here on the channel by now, nearly all of them how to. Use this channel, become a subject matter expert. Okay, in this. Okay, memorize that telephone inquiry script, memorize that tour, memorize the second sale, the third sale, memorize the outbound call script, memorize the follow-up. Okay, I remember when I was first getting started, struggling mightily, and I was sitting there talking to a bunch of the old sales dogs, so to speak, and talking about how I wanted to get better. And the guy said, "Jim, are you serious? You really want to?" And I said, "Well, yeah." And he kind of tosses this manual at me, about that thick, about 1.5 inches thick. He goes, "Here, just memorize this and you'll be fine." Okay. And so I did. I memorized that book. I went home every night, turned the recorder on, looked in the mirror, I memorized it. Listened to it playback, memorized it. My whole focus was, you're never going to stump me. No matter who came in, I was going to know my stuff, and you're never going to stump me. And they didn't. And I had success without really knowing why. Okay? But become a subject matter expert. Know your materials. Memorize your materials. And for you folks that have been on the channel here for a while, you've heard me say one of the reasons we want to memorize this is so that we're free to be ourselves. Okay? But become a subject matter expert. If you're in sales, do it in sales. Management, if you're in fitness, okay, fitness. Become a subject matter expert. Number 4, plan out your goals. Write yourself a plan of action. This is a common mistake that is so easy to fix. Write a plan of action. You can research the channel. We have several videos on how to prepare a plan of action and how to properly do that. But have a plan of action. How are you going to do this? If you don't have it, you're just simply... You're walking in, you're a victim of circumstance. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not so good, okay? But you want to plan it out because you don't want success to be optional. We want to have success. And one of the key things of our plan of action is our roadblocks and setbacks, our plan B portion of it. Hey, if things don't go exactly as planned, how do we pivot to make sure we still get those results? Write out a plan of action. One of the other things that I see in going into facilities that struggle, that are not hitting their numbers, they don't have a written plan of action. They're just winging it. They just get up and wing it every single day and hope for the best. You want a plan, write it down. Number 5, treat your customers like gold. Okay, treat your members like gold. It's not going to do you any good to keep signing them up and signing them up and signing them up if we keep losing them. Okay, the first goal is to keep who you have. Okay, and there's clubs out there, they're losing 50, 60, 70% of their member base every year because they don't have a plan on how to keep them. Okay, for example, you sign up a new member, put together a nurturing program that gets that new member to use your gym 20 times first 60 days. Because we know the data tells us if that happens, they're going to stay with you a lot longer. Okay, every morning when you come in, pull a member usage report. Every member that's used your club 4 times or less the previous 3 days, we're going to call them back. We're going to interact, and we're going to stay after them until we get them back in. But treat your members like gold. Okay. Number 6. You want to learn to master the face-to-face appointment, okay? And one of the secrets to being successful in gym sales, really, it's your ability to work the phones, okay? And as I like to tell folks, if you don't love the phones, you're really going to have to like them a whole lot, Okay, but the secret here is being able to master face-to-face appointments. You want to be able to book appointments and get people to show up. Okay, again, research the channel for an outbound call script. We have one on here. It's proven to work extremely well, but we have to make a lot of calls. You have to have a lot of leads, so you can make those calls, and you have to stay after it. But master the face-to-face appointment. Do the math on this. If I have 12 appointments, if 6 of them show up and I'm closing 50%, 12 appointments are going to equal 3 sales. That doesn't count walk-ins or anything like that I might get. Well, 3 sales a day, if you're working every day, that's 90 sales a month. How does that compare to where you're at right now? And so master the face-to-face appointment. Okay? And number 7, and how to become successful in gym sales. Avoid the suck of gym drama. Okay? Avoid the drama in a gym. Just stay away from it. Okay? If you get around someone who doesn't believe you can be successful, think that your goals are too high, just get away from them. Okay? And I'll give you one example that I kind of always remember. This was back when I was in membership sales and I was doing well at it. I wasn't sure why I was doing well. In retrospect, I'd memorized the material and I was simply just doing it, is why. But I hadn't really put 2 and 2 together. I was just doing well and okay, it's great. But the rest of the staff, it was constant complaining about these aren't prospects, these aren't potential members, these aren't people looking to buy, these are people that's kind of kicking tires. And I remember thinking, wow, I'm not getting any of that. Every single person I seem to talk to seems to be interested, and I'm having success with nearly every single person I talk to. And I just chose to stay away from it, because I didn't want that karma rubbing off on me, okay? And so stay away from the drama that goes on in the gym. Stay away from the negativity, okay? You want to associate with folks that are supportive, that believe in what you're doing, and have positive interactions with you, okay? So how to become successful in gym sales. Take a look at those 7. Can we do better at each one? If so, watch your business grow, watch your sales improve. Folks, my name is Jim Thomas. My company is Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here at the channel today and look forward to seeing you all in that next video.